Good morning. Good morning. I'll be on here in a minute. Give me a bit. I'll be on here right now. Good morning. Happy Friday to you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday, guys. What's up? Let me get out of this shit. Bear with me. I had to log in real quick into my laptop. And good morning. Happy Friday, man. What's up, guys? Good morning. Good morning. Let me tap the screen. If you coming through here, man, tap the screen for me. Let me get some of those likes so that I can get the algorithm to actually push my live around. It's been a while. I'm going to talk to you about that too, man. It's been a minute. I'm going to talk to you about that. Tap the screen a little bit more. It's too low. It's too low. It's too low. Good morning to you. TT, what's up? Good morning. Happy Friday. Leonard, happy Friday. VQ, happy Friday. It's early in the morning, right? I'm going to start going live early in the morning because I actually am super busy now. I've been back into the painting and remodeling business, and really basically more painting than anything, right? And so I'm busy throughout the day, and I'm going to go ahead and start going live in the mornings because I get up early in the morning without an alarm. Why? I don't know. I have no idea why I get up so early in the morning without an alarm. So I'm going to be coming on here and talking to you guys. Anyways, well, let me tell you something so I can get the algorithm going with my keywords coming out of my mouth, and I'll explain that to you in a minute. I am Alex at CEO Mindset. I'm a small business owner from Texas. I own a painting company, right? And I'm a proud New Year's baby. I'm a Capricorn, right? From a born leader to a leader. I'm going to ask you this. Are you tired of living paycheck to paycheck on Friday, right? And feeling uncertain about your financial future? Well, in 2026, I'm here to help Latino families break free from financial stress and building lasting wealth, all from an online business, right? On automation. I'm going to teach you this, how you can automate your business online, earning 100% of the profit. Stick around so that you can hear some more of this. Or you on the go right now, heading to work, and you're just listening to me. Make sure you hit the follow button so we can stay connected, especially if you're Raza. We have something in common. We have the same common enemy, man. If we have the same skin, right? So together we will tackle on challenges, giving you access to this private community that I'm a part of, right? With free coaching. I'm going to let you know about all of that right now too, right? All of this is to empower you to lead your family towards financial freedom, right? Let's turn these money worries into victories as with a CEO mindset, right? A CEO mindset is going to get you there. So stick around with me, guys, or follow me. Make sure you follow me. Let's stay connected. I'm always going to be coming on here live. I haven't been going live in the past few weeks, and I'll explain that to you right now. But let me tell you a little bit about my keywords. That way the TikTok algorithm can push my video and my lives to my audience, right? So we'll be learning about how you can actually start making money online by reselling digital programs, right? Starting an online business, creating passive income, right? I have 5 main things that you need to learn in 2026 that I'm going to be sharing with you and teaching you about digital marketing, right? Digital programs, automation, right? Multiple streams of income, right? Building your brand, right? Branding. You got to brand yourself. Time freedom, storytelling, passive income, daily pay, blueprint. You want the works. I'm going to teach you this. I'm going to talk about the freedom blueprint, right? The one that y'all been asking for, the ready. When I ask you for ready in the comments in my videos, is because I'm going to send you this free formula blueprint that's going to teach you how to make income in 2026 online. You don't have to use much effort or take any of your time from your schedule on a day-to-day basis, right? I'm on the go. I'm a small business owner in Texas. I own a painting company. I like painting houses, remodeling houses, repainting houses, interior, exterior of the homes, or commercial work, right? So, but I'm going to teach you how you can actually make income online, because being a painter online, let me tell you something, being a painter, doing residential and commercial homes, I stay busy all the time. And while I'm staying busy, I'm always trying to figure out how I can actually make more streams of income, man. If you're only living paycheck to paycheck, this live is for you. Make sure you stick around, because I'm going to tell you the difference between liability and assets, right? There's going to be a difference there that I'm going to tell you. If you want a book to learn more about this, check out Robert Kaczynski, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Great book. A lot of realtors use it. This ain't for real estate, but it teaches you about how you can start a portfolio. And plus it teaches you how you can actually start making income multiple ways, not just living that same paycheck to paycheck, the black and white mental shit that people have been actually trying to teach us to do from school. Even from school, they're not trying to educate you to be any more successful than graduating and getting a job and working for a corporation for many years, right? And then you retire, you don't get a percentage out of the whole business, right? You're just going to get a 401k, and that's it, man. You're done. Retirement hits and you're just sitting around the couch realizing that your family, your kids done already moved on and went to school, or they done already got married and left the house. And you're sitting there miserable because you didn't spend no quality time with them because you were too busy honoring your business over there at work, right? Because you were putting too much time into work and not enough time into family value, family time. That's gonna hurt you later on down the line. You might think in your head, yeah, but you know what? I gotta work, I gotta pay the bills, this and that. Well, that's why you're here. I want you to follow me so that you can learn how to make assets, multiple streams of income work for you, finding new ways that's going to make things with less effort. I'm not gonna tell you to go and cook in the kitchen and make burritos and sell on the side of the road, then go to work, then go do cleaning houses. So I'm not going to do that shit. I'm trying to make something here, trying to give you something here that's going to help you with less effort, where you're not going to use your physical body to make this multiple streams of income. I hope that shit is making sense to you, because if it's not, then you're in the right place. You need to learn this shit. I'm not perfect. I'm on the way up. Am I by myself? No, there's 58,000 members doing this shit too, man. And let me tell you something. A lot of them are stay-at-home moms, you know, retired people that works on a day-to-day like me, busy parents, you know, on the day-to-day, running around, working, but also trying to find new ways to make passive income work for me, right? So this is the point. The point is that I'm going to teach you and motivate you how to market yourself, brand yourself. The favorite part about the program is the income earning activities, right? This is a 2-hour workday that you can blend into your schedule, right? This 2-hour workday is going to help you tap into your CEO mindset. I'll be going live again. I was off for like, I say a month and a half, because I was in between my situation of moving into another house, right? I didn't think it was going to be that hard for me, right? Because the last time I moved out of my house, it took 2 weeks and I was already into a house. This time it took a month and a half. We're overpopulated where I'm at. Everybody's coming for the oil boom or whatever. I don't even think it's a fucking boom. I think the barrel's down big time right now, like at $61 or something. Don't quote me on that, but I'm going to have to go and look up that shit too, right? But other than that, you know, it took me some time to get into my new house, and I'm glad that I'm here. I stopped doing videos too as well for like 23 days, 26 days, because I was like, well, I feel like I don't need to let people know where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? While I'm out and about. I did make some videos where I was staying at, right? I was staying in a hotel. It wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad experience. It was actually cheaper. I had more fun, right? I'm back to a residential area, right? Where I have neighbors, and you can't just come outside and go to a Starbucks, right? Because where I was staying at, I was going downstairs, right, in the lobby. We had a Starbucks there, right? We had our own lounge where you can actually go sit down at with your desk and you know, real nice and fancy, right? You see the buildings outside. You're downtown, right? And then down the lobby, there's a restaurant, right? Down the lobby from there, there's a inside indoor club, right? That goes hard on the weekends. And I would go every now and then. I wouldn't go all the time, and I should have took advantage of that. But I felt that I was in my situation. I was not in any way ready for that, right? I was not entitled to that at the moment because I'm in the process of finding a new house, and I don't have time to be partying and getting fucked up, right? That's some advice to all of you. You know, whatever your situation is and what you're going through, first things first, focus on you and focus on what you need to sacrifice, right? Focus on you and focus what you need to sacrifice on. Like, hey, your friends are going to be calling you. Family's going to be calling you. Hey, what's up? We're drinking. Come through. What's up? Let's go drink. You are the decision maker right there. You have to say, hey, you know what? Tell yourself, not them. Tell yourself, hey, you know what? I'm in my situation right now. You don't even have to be going through nothing bad. You probably just trying to make some type of shift change, right? Nothing's wrong with change. You're probably just trying to transition yourself into something new, right? Maybe you want to stop eating unhealthy. Maybe you want to stop partying. You want to sleep at night and wake up in the morning. Tell me that's not true, man. That's a lot of I mean, nothing wrong with that. There's some people that love to work at night. So they stay up at night and sleep all day, right? It's up to you. But the point is that sacrifices, it's all in you. Remember that. Remember that, because whatever your situation is, you have to be the bigger man, the bigger woman, and put your damn big boy pants on, right? And say, hey, sacrifice is a must in my situation. Okay? It's Friday. I'm not going to go out and drink tonight. I'm not going to go out and party. I'm not going to do that. My friend is going to call me, my homie, my family. Somebody's going to say, hey, let's drink. Not saying that I'm not going to drink tonight. Not saying that. I wanted to drink last night, but I waited for tonight. I'm not saying that I'm not going to drink tonight. All I'm saying in that time, in my situation, when I didn't have a house at the moment, and I was in between stages of moving into my new house, I wasn't in no position or any type of entitled. I hate using that word, entitlement. I wasn't entitled in the moment to actually say, fuck it, I'm gonna get drunk today. Yeah, I'm gonna party, let's drink. My friend came over, we're gonna drink. Sometimes I honestly, I'm always like, no. In that timeline, I was like, you know, I'm transitioning. Why am I speaking to you about this? Because I don't know your situation. You're probably going through it right now, right? You in the process of moving into a new house. You in the process to getting that big, you know, that new position, right? You want to update. You want to upgrade at your job. You want that best position. You know, it takes sacrifice. Like tomorrow, who's showing up to work tomorrow? Only because you get your paycheck today doesn't mean that you got to cut out and skip Saturday. And you probably already have your fucking excuse already made up in your head already. Tomorrow, I'm going to tell them that my tire's flat. My mom can't babysit. What else? I have to go report. I'm sick. I don't feel good. I have the runs. I've heard it all. I've heard so many people always text me in the morning. They don't even fucking call me. They text me, hey, I can't come into work today. Especially on Fridays too. I can't come into work today. I'll call you this evening for my paycheck. Paycheck to paycheck, guys. Paycheck to paycheck. I'll call you this evening to get my paycheck after work, boss. I've heard it all. You know, the excuses are there, but the sacrifice is what matters for your sake. My point is that regardless of what your situation is today, it's Friday, it's payday. paycheck to paycheck, or you might not get a check, right? But maybe you're thinking, oh, it's Friday, I'm gonna go out and have a few drinks with the friends and all that. You're not thinking about your goals. You're not thinking about accomplishing shit whenever you think like that. You have to think about sacrifices and saying, hey, you know what? I'm not going to drink this weekend. I'm going to hang on to, going to Starbucks. Man, let me tell you my shit. I was going to Starbucks every night, every day. When I had a chance, if I wasn't working, I would go to Starbucks, use the free Wi-Fi, the power, charging my shit up. I was on the free Wi-Fi and I was sending emails, right? Trying to get jobs, trying to look at new projects, trying to look into people's blueprints, checking out realtors, anything that was into my environment of work status, right? My skill trade. I was doing that. I was actually doing some online work too as well, right? But I also was just always staying busy, staying consistent, staying grounded, right? It's crazy how we use words today, Neej, that I didn't even realize how much back in the days I would just use these words fluent, right? And like you understand what I'm saying, right? Understand. I understand. Basically saying you're under, you stand under what I'm saying. I understand. I never understood that, right? Understand. So the same thing with this is like, you got to sacrifice, use your words wisely. Don't use words that are going to kind of clash you or put you in the wrong position, right? Because words can actually mean more than what you think, man. And what I mean by that is that it's direction, right? It's direction. We decide based off of our cognitive thinking, right? Our cognitive thinking that we're gonna make our decision right? You can go out tonight. Tonight's Friday. You can go out and get drunk and all that. But if you have situations like me, like whenever I went through my little situation for a month and a half and I was in between moving stages, right? I'm moving to another house. I thought that I was going to get into my house right away and it didn't happen like that. So I had to go move into a hotel, right? And I was downtown. I would go walk around, make videos, go and talk to people, business owners and all that, shooting my pitch, trying to get a job. How? By marketing for them, branding their business, shooting video content for them of their business, place of business, But I stayed motivated and stayed consistent. And I used my cognitive thinking into positivity, right? I hope this is making sense. It's Friday weekend. Happy Friday, guys. My cognitive thinking has led me to where I need to be, right? It's either one or the other. You start thinking negative, right? You start thinking negative and you're going to do negative shit. You're not going to get closer to your goals and dreams. Like me, I was trying to look for a house within a month and a half. I slowed down on the partying. I slowed down on the hanging out. I slowed down. It wasn't that I was in my feelings or anything. It was just the fact that I knew what I needed to do to get done, to get to where I need to be. Why am I speaking to you about this? Because you're following me. I'm following you. Make sure you're following if you're not. But the point is that, we talk about things like that in this account right here about how to make passive income, how to make assets out of instead of liability. Liability is a paycheck to paycheck. You get paid today, it goes into one hand and it goes out the other. Let me tell you something. Today, we're closer to the new first of the month, right, of March. So you already know you need to prepare yourself for your bills, right? So this paycheck is going to go into your hand and going straight out to the other hand. Don't you want to change that? That's why this account is here. That's why I'm here. That's why I made this like this, because I joined a community that taught me mentorship, everyday coaching, which I lack on that too. I was not in the position of doing that, right? I actually slowed down on that and just started thinking about my family and what I needed to do to get to where I needed to be, right? I didn't have time to be joining the lives at the time. They have certain times you can do it now I can do it, right? There's certain times of the week that you can actually join these lives. You learn these free mentorship coaching, right? To grow and build online business, right? An online business that's going to teach you these digital programs that you keep 100% of the profit by reselling them. Now, as a busy parent, as a busy entrepreneur, general contractor, painting contractor, whatever you want to call me, I'm on the go. I'm always busy. So I'm learning how to make assets out of liability. Liability is something that you purchase and it's off the lot and it's not valued at the same anymore. And then now you have to pay a ticket, right? Every day you got to pay that bill. You got to pay that bill all the time. Now, assets is when you have something going for you, right? An extra business that's going to make you more income. Side income, side hustle income that's going to rake in money that you don't have to put any effort into it, right? Very less effort. You don't have to clock in, show up. And that's why I'm here to teach you that, right? I have every right to talk about this because this was a good test, like a test for me, right? Going through that. It's different when you're by yourself, right? You're by yourself. It's easy, even if you were in jail. If you were in jail, at least you're worried about yourself. But when you're out here in the world and you have a family, right? You got kids, you got teenagers. They're not even babies anymore. They're teenagers, right? And then you have a wife, you have family watching over you, watching you. I'm the oldest, so people are watching me, right? So a leader's down, right? Well, they expect you to bounce back up and show that you can survive, show that you're a leader. You show leadership and show, you show that you sacrifice. You'll sacrifice whatever, you know what I'm saying, to bounce back up. That's a real leader right there to me, man. And that's why I like coming on here and sharing stuff with y'all guys, because this is a testimony of my full life living right now, right? I'm sharing with you real moments right now. You probably wondering, why the fuck haven't you been coming on the live lately? Well, because I'm living a real life story, you know what I'm saying? I had to move out of my house, and within that moving process, I had to wait for a month and a half, and I had to move into a hotel, right? I didn't ask family for help. I didn't ask nobody for help. I did ask some family for help at first. We have a group chat, right? And I might as well throw it out there, right? So we have a group chat that's supposedly supposed to be very sacred, right? It's secretive. It's a family group chat within us, right? That's solid, strong. You should always have a small table, you know what I'm saying, with your team, right? So you don't have one? Build one, start one already. Stick around. Make sure you follow me. I'll teach you all about how you can start teaching yourself how to create a team, a strong team. But anyways, like I was saying, we have a group chat, and I asked for some help, right? I didn't say help. I just said, hey, here's my my Cash App. If anybody got a little bit of funds, shoot me some, so I can pay my room instead of going and knocking at your door. Basically what I'm saying, right? I'm taking care of me, but nobody did nothing. But then I hear shit on floating around saying that I was asking for help. And then, mind you, it was somebody that fucking wasn't even in the circle. Somebody that wasn't family, right? See, I'm solid, and I'm going to teach you how to be solid. You got to make sure that it's a tight circle, and it has to be family. Family don't got to be blood. It got to be loyalty, right? And you got to make sure that they know loose ends, right? So basically what I'm saying is, so I did it myself, right? I did it myself with the help of my wife too, because we grind. When it comes down to grinding, man, the only thing you got is you got to turn and look at who you have, right? That's your team, So I turned and looked at my wife. Me and her, we put our heads together. She's smart too. I give her that. And shit. We going back up. We back on top, man. We moving on up. The only thing that will slow you down is something that can actually get you out of your comfort zone. Moving from house to house and then waiting a time period. Some people not lucky. They probably won't get another house for a year, 6 months and shit like that. My last time I got in a house within 2 weeks. This time it took me a month and a half, and I had to live in a hotel with my family, not motel, hotel, inside, indoor, right? We were on the top floor, right? We were up there. We had a Starbucks, right? We had a office lounge that we could use, right? We had a club, right? So these are all plus, and my point is I would get up every morning, 5, 6 in the morning. I was down there in the lounge at the Starbucks, and there was blue collar, white, blue collar people in there having meetings on their laptops, everybody out there. So I felt great. Actually, it was a good experience to go there, right? So I felt great to be there, man, because I can blend in, and it motivates you, it encourages you to keep growing, right? And then in the evening, the club, you could hear it, because I'll come down in the elevator and I could hear the club going on, boom, 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 people laughing and shit. What am I doing? I'm not going in there. I keep going on my mission. I keep going. I keep going. I keep it moving, right? I'm actually with my bag and I'm going to another Starbucks, right? Because it's tempting there, right? Starbucks is right across from it in the lounge. But the point is that you have decisions, you have sacrifices every day, you have principles every day that you have to figure out. There's a book called Principles, man, by Rob. What the fuck is his last name, man? I'm gonna look it up and I'll share it on here. I can share it in my stories. I don't want to mess up my bullet points, my points on here on my laptop. So we'll get back to that though. It's called Principles. You can look it up, man. They probably got the free book on YouTube. Check it out. His name is Rob, and it's called Principles. But in that book, it teaches you about cognitive thinking, and every decision, every time, our thoughts, man, our thought process, we think fast, right? We think fast. Especially if we're under pressure, we even think faster, right? And we have thousands of fucking thoughts going through our head all day. So when we're thinking, did we make that right decision? That's what it comes down to. Because you'll know at the end of the day if you made the right decision. If you're stuck with that long ass second shift, right? You should have told your boss no. You missed out on a meeting or something on live Zooms or something. Something that you have to go and check it out later. But the point is that our thought process, man, throughout the day, today's Friday, happy Friday, we have these thought process where we have to make decisions or principles based off of decision making, right? So where am I going with this? I'm telling you that I don't know your situation, but if your shit is relatable to mine, let me tell you something, man. Sacrifice is everything, because you're going to be sacrificing your habits, right? Stop the partying, stop the drinking, stop the hanging out, stop everything that is fucking pushing you away from the goal, from the reward, right? You have goals. You want to get a new vehicle. You want to get a new house. You want money in the bank. You want to do things. You want assets. You want extra multiple streams of income without working, right? You want all kinds of shit, right? But it takes sacrifice. It takes courage. It takes you to be real with yourself, man. You'll start looking at yourself different. You'll see it, because, and then also not only that, people don't want to, I'm not saying I'm a loser, but people don't want to hang around with losers. They want to hang around with winners. And if you're winning, they're going to be calling you. But you got to understand, if they're not calling you when you're losing, make sure you don't answer when you're winning, if that makes sense. But my point is that you got to keep yourself going. It's Friday, the weekend. You're trying to get to that goal. You want that new house. You want that car. You want these things in life, right? You want to have money to pay your bills. But if you keep going out and drinking and going out to the clubs, making a wrong decision based off of peer pressure or shit like that. Because peer pressure can be real simple. Somebody can call you and be like, hey, let's go have a drink. All right, where you at? I'll meet you there now. Hey, let's go out to eat. Then you show up, and then next thing you know, the margaritas and all kinds of drinks coming up. Mind you, I drink Bud Light. That's it. A lot of you might not like that, but I drink Bud Light. It's real chill. But anyways, my point is that I don't drink Bud Light all the time, as much as I would like to. I'm not saying that I wouldn't want to, right? We have urges. We have, we have habits. We have addictions, whatever you want to call it, you know. And my mouth will get watery sometimes. I'll be like, man, I want a beer. I want to go drink. I want to go. Well, I'm not going to say where I go. I want to go there, you know. And shit, I won't do it. Why? Because I know my mindset. I know that I have principles. I have to make some wise decisions. I have to make sure that I keep myself focused, right? So that's what I've been up to. I know you've been wondering, why the fuck you haven't been on here for a month and a half? Why you haven't been posting videos, man? And I think that I had to come on here. Yesterday I went live yesterday morning at 5:30 in the morning to 7:30 in the morning. And today I came on live this morning too, because I'm doing it before going to work, right? But I had to come on here because I wanted to, I feel like I owe y'all you know, I owe y'all fucking an explanation, man. So why? Because I have 5,000 fucking followers on TikTok, and mine's are real. They're not fake ass people. Y'all are awesome people. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate each and every one of you that are following me, man. I give you nothing but blessings in 2026, and I hope that you are making great decisions and, you know, following your principles and making things happen for you and your family's sake, man, or for your own sake, because you deserve everything you ever wanted, right? I don't wish bad on nobody, nigga. Pull up on a truck, brand new truck, pull up a brand new car, pull up whatever, say, hey, look, I'm doing good, this and that. I got that new position, this and that, I'm manager now. I'm gonna fucking pat you in the back. I'm gonna high five you. I'm gonna say, that's good. I'm happy for you. Hell yeah, that's good. I ain't never gonna be hating on your shit, man. You watch people's facial reactions whenever when you pull up with good news, man. If they change their face and all that, stay fucking far away from them. You know what I'm saying? That same fucking energy they give you, bro, is the same energy you need to give back. And if you don't like playing that way, then you just need to stay the fuck away from them, period, right? Just stay focused, man. Stay focused on you. Stay focused on your own little square team. Think about it, man. If you feel alone, then it's because you want to be alone, right? But if you feel like the need that you want to grow, you can't grow by yourself, man. You're gonna need to have a team with you, right? To grow with you. And it's always gonna be the closest one around you that can actually be there for you, right? Because they're the ones that give a fuck about you. Everybody else gets lost whenever things change on you, right? You want to know something? When you quit drinking, if you drink and you party and all that, when you quit drinking, watch what happens whenever you stay away when you stop drinking let's say you stop drinking for 90 days. Those people that know you for drinking and all that, partying, whatever, they're going to feel like you don't want to be around them no more. They're going to feel like you think you too good or whatever. But that's not the point here. That's not what's happening here. What's happening is that you're changing, right? You got principles. You're sacrificing. You're saying, fuck the habits, fuck the addictions, fuck all of that, right? You're thinking about you, your goals, your family, and what matters, right? The reward. What is the reward? Whatever the reward is for you today. Right? You want to get 10 grand, you want to get 20 grand, you want to get 50 grand, you need 100 grand, you want to pay that house off, the mortgage, whatever you're doing, right? You got to hang with positive people. You got to hang with those that are going to encourage you, those that are going to motivate you, those that are going to give you high fives when you want to fucking win and you're winning. Right? Those people that are right there motivating you and inspiring you, because you're not the only one that's going to be the one doing things. Everybody around you is making money, right? My mentor said, if you are in a room with a bunch of millionaires and you ain't a millionaire, you're in the right place, right? You're in the right place. Let me tell you something, man. This community that I'm a part of, man, the digital growth community has 58,000 members, but there's a little small percentage in there that are 7-figure, 6-figure earners, man, multi-millionaires already. You know, like my mentor, the main mentor there. That ain't the only mentor I have. Just mind you that I'm saying that. That's like my latest mentor, right? I don't even fuck with her much, really, to tell you the truth. But that's another story, right? But my first mentor, though, man, he told me straight up, hey, if you in a room with a bunch of millionaires and you ain't a millionaire, you in the right place. You're doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing, right? There ain't no way out of that because you're learning, right? You are who you hang with, right? Let's say if they have, let's say there's let's say they all have 100 million and up, right? In that room. Let's say there's 5 of them. You walk in, I shake hands with millionaires all the time, right? All the time. There's sometimes where I shake 3 millionaires' hand, 3 people, they're millionaires next to each other in a meeting. I shake their hand. Done it a bunch of times. Now, the point is, if you have 5 millionaires in a room, in a meeting, right? You walk in, you're not a millionaire yet. You're just working your way up. But you have goals and dreams and principles, right? You sacrifice. You make sure that you conquer habits and addictions and whatever. You say, fuck all that. Fuck the bitches. Fuck the drinks. Fuck the party. Fuck the clubs. Fuck all that shit. Right? You walk in a room with 5 millionaires, 100 million, everybody over 100 million. If you learn and study what they're doing, their ways, their schedule, their day-to-day life, doesn't matter if they're doing little shit, their schedule throughout the day, you do some of that shit, you're going to at least make half of 100 million. You're going to make $1 million. Let's say you're going to make $1 million or 2 or 10 million. You're going to make something out of it, right? Because you're on the right path. All of them are 100 million. So you right in between 1 million and 100 million because they're all millionaires. Does that make sense? I learned that from Grant Cardone, man. Shout out to Grant Cardone, man. One of the baddest dudes out here in the industry that does coaching and marketing and real estate, everything, man. You know. He says you can actually get in the real estate business and actually, get rich off of it, right? But you can create wealth off of buying, not homes, but buying buying units, man, buying apartments, and then reselling, fixing them up, re-renting them out. Imagine buying an apartment complex, he said, with like 2,100 apartments, right? 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, whatever, 3 bedrooms. Imagine the rent every month that you'll be making times 2,100, right? Man, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot, man. So that's just on the real estate side, man. That's an asset right there, man. You can actually build you a portfolio, right? It's called a portfolio, your own real estate portfolio. You can start now. You don't have to necessarily be rich. Don't ever wait on shit, man. Never tell yourself that you gotta wait on stuff, man. Be a risk taker. Always dive in head first. Fuck it, right? Just dive in, man. Be a risk taker. Some people is gonna disagree with that. They're gonna say, fuck that. I ain't gonna spend my money on this and that. Everybody's to themselves, but you can actually start a real estate portfolio without any money at all. If you play your cards right. Do some studying on real estate investors, how to bird dog. Do some studying on how you can actually be a fucking go finder, right? Be a finder. Go and find houses for real estate investors that will pay you money, right? Get you a contract going that will pay you some money. And you ain't spending your money. You're actually finding the houses and they're buying them, and you're just throwing in your extra $5,000 in there. Never go under $5,000 if you're in the real estate business and finding homes for a real estate investor. Fuck that. Now, anyways, but there's ways to make income. And also, like I said, man, you can start a real estate portfolio if you go to the courthouse, right? Or go to public records and start looking up these lots, these houses. There's a lot of them that are up for foreclosure and shit like that, man. Some of them people ain't even claiming them, man. I don't know about where in my area where I'm at. It's hard to even buy anything out here. You can't even buy fucking land really without paying an arm and a leg, right? So, real facts, bro. True shit. But my point is, You can make multiple streams of income work for you, man. Assets all around, right? Starting an online business. That's another way to make money, right? Purchase digital programs, products that are going to give you the master resale rights. Resale rights. What is it? I don't know too much of that shit. All I know is that it gives me 100% profit of it, right? When I'm selling it, I don't have to get on TikTok Shop and just get a percentage as a affiliate marketer, right? Trying to sell somebody else's product. Did you know you already do marketing whenever you go to restaurants and all that? Because you're taking pictures of their food, or you're taking pictures of yourself having fun at the restaurant, and you're actually posting that on Facebook, you're posting it on Instagram, you're posting it on Snapchat, you're doing these little snap videos, and you're actually marketing their shit for them for free. You can actually get paid as a content creator now these days, man. You know, that's another side hustle income and asset, right? That you can actually create. I was on a live yesterday for a painting, right, with some people. I was asking them for some coaching because they're real good they're professionals in the painting business, and I could learn a thing or two. Every day in the painting business, you're going to learn something. That's for sure. That's one thing. Any business, you're always going to learn something. And if you tell yourself, oh, I know it all, then you're fucking stubborn. You're hard-headed. You need to be receptive to feedback. You need to start analyzing and staying reserved and watching everybody else's shit and learn a thing or two, right? That way you can make more money. But the point is that I was on this live with these painters, right, that know shit, right? Because I did get on there and ask for coaching help and all that too, right? In some areas that I need to tie loose ends on. Been experienced for the painting business forever. Give me a spray gun and I'll close my eyes and do the shit. Right tip, right motion, right pressure, I'm good. But now the loose ends are pricing, contracts, timing, all that shit, right? That part, I'm trying to learn. But the point is that I was on their live and they were talking about, join us Facebook group, this and that. Come be with us. I can coach you. Get on this Facebook group. I'm like, damn, that's old as fuck. I remember Facebook groups shit from a long time ago, right? That people still doing it. Now these days, you can actually create a community, right? On Skool, SKOOL. You can create a community and then charge people $30, $20, to join the community. And you, as a skillful person, like I was saying earlier, I can spray, I know how to do painting, cabinets, all that. I can actually make videos and create content and share with people the product materials, the paints, all that, motion, how do you do it, what tips to use, what gun, all that shit, pressure of the rig. I could share that with people that want to learn that shit, right? People that want to learn how to spray like a professional, people that want to spray cabinets, people that want to learn backsplash, shit like that, right? People want to learn that stuff. And if you have a community, you have that skill, you can actually go to school and create your own community and start charging people to go and join your fucking community and charge them monthly, right? Because you're going to be giving them the jewels in there. Every day you're going to work and you're going to be teaching people every day something new, right? You can go live every day, or you can post whatever, giving tips to them, because they're going to be paying you monthly. If you're charging them $25, $30 in your community, but they're giving fucking good value out of your community, that is a gold mine. Think about it. There's 12 months in a year. Now, if you do that times 12, whatever you're charging, right? Because you can charge whatever you want. There's people that charge $300, $400 a month. And that's for like creating branding, social media marketing, blowing your fucking business up, like from the ground up. That's $400 a month. That I'm not doing that. I haven't even launched my community yet, but I'm in a community. I'm in actually a few communities on Skool. But that Facebook shit, there's so much rules and guidelines. I wouldn't even start a community in a group. Right, that is so old-fashioned already. Because you can charge there on Facebook, and I've seen that shit in hundreds of courses that I've already purchased. But you know what? Building a community on Skool, SKOOL, and if you have any skill, which you do, you're sitting on a gold mine and don't even know it. You might be a wood chopper. You might be building cabinets. You might be, you're good at sewing. You're good at whatever you're doing. You're good at building mums, bouquets, baking cakes. You're a badass professional fucking cake cook, right? Whatever. Baker. You know how to bake cookies. Whatever the fuck you're doing. You know how to, you have one of the best fucking soda sauce in your community, and you got the recipe from your grandma. And of course, you're not going to share that, but you're also going to share the legacy. You're going to share the story, right? And you can do that in your community, right? People will pay you monthly to be a part of your community because this is a day-to-day life to you anyways, right? You live this. You live it. It's part of your nature, your life. That's who you are. And you can share that knowledge with others, and they'll pay you monthly for that. Think about it. It's genius. It's genius. But using Facebook, fuck Facebook, man. I respect Facebook for some things like Facebook ad campaigns, creating ads and launching ads, targeting my audience, targeting those that show interest, because Facebook runs ads off of interest, what people are interested in, right? They're drinking, where they hang out at, their favorite restaurants, salons, whatever. You can, what type of business they work, what type of fucking education they have, what they drive. Good morning, hi, happy Friday. So yeah, Facebook, I like it for creating Facebook ad campaigns. I'm really good at Facebook ad campaigns. Since 2016, I've been doing this shit. I'm actually retaking all the course over so that I can be a fucking god to this shit, right? So yeah, man, I'm building that shit again, over again. I'm doing it. But you know, it's all based on you, what you want to do. I would rather do it. I would rather create a community on school, like I said, because you can actually, people that sign up, they go in there, they're going to pay you monthly, you know, to be in your community. Like I said, you're sitting on a gold mine. You probably know how to cook. You're probably a badass cook. Your mom taught you how to cook, and you know how to create. You know how to cook tortillas. That's just right there. That's something that you can actually build as a like a module, right, in your community, right? You can teach people how to, what dough, flour you use, how much water, butter, whatever you put in it, right, and then how much flour to make the masa or whatever, and then kind of like make tortillas. Who wouldn't want to learn how to make tortillas? Make tamales. Who wouldn't want to learn how to make tamales? Because that's a seasonal dish, right? Well, it's not a dish, but they're tamales, right? Put some hot sauce and on a plate with some lemon. That's a dish. That's a that's a dish to me. A tamal with some hot sauce and a lemon. Louisiana hot sauce. That's a dish. Throw a little bit on it. Make it splash. That's a dish. Mouth is watery already. Good morning to you. Happy Friday. But yes, you can actually create any kind of community in school, SKOOL, right? And then start charging people monthly, man, for whatever you're doing. You could actually be working out. You can actually be working out and teaching people. You could be a trainer, your own trainer, right? If you're a trainer, if you paid a trainer for months and years to train you how to work out, and now you're badass and you're built, you can actually teach people the same training skills that you were taught to make a living off of it, right? That's an asset, man. That's an asset. Where am I going with this? We're creating multiple streams of income, right? Using social media, how to create content, how to become, you know, a positive role model. How you, all that shit falls in line, because once you start creating content, video content, man, and you start posting on social media, there's tools behind shit like this, right? There's a tool that actually it's a website that you can actually post video content on here, and they'll send it to all the other social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Snapchat, YouTube. It'll send it to that video, that one video you create and you post here on TikTok. It automatically sends it all the other social media platforms, right, for you. You don't have to do it. It sends with the hashtags. It sends it with the the title, right? Headliner, everything, description, all that shit is on there, right? So my point is, whenever you start creating content about whatever you're doing, right? You start creating content and posting. Post 3 times a day. Post a little bit more than that, but post 3 times a day, or at least get 1 or 2 in. You know, you're starting out, start posting. You know, and then start connecting these types of tools that I'm talking about, these websites where they can actually generate these videos into other platforms, social media platforms. Before you know it, within 6 months, 90 days, people really know you already. You're known all around the globe. You start creating different forms of audience all around, man. You start getting these audience everywhere, right? It's a win-win situation, man, on how to be a content creator and go viral and actually start making income off of this, man. For real talk. You know, and that's why I come on here, so that we can actually learn how to grow and brand ourselves. That's the reason why I'm on here. I'm on here just to talk and tell y'all what I've been up to, because I know I haven't been going live much, but I'm coming back now every day. I'm going to do it again, right? And I wanted to share my journey with you today about what I went through, right? And how I kept my mind focused, right? I went ahead and sacrificed a lot, like going out, drinking, all that shit slowed down, because I had to be focused on what I needed to get done. And if you stay focused and committed to that, consistent, you're going to grow fast, and you're going to get to your goal fast, man. You're going to get the reward fast. Like, and speed is everything. So always remember that speed is everything, man. Never forget it. Never forget speed. Everything you do, focus on speed, man. Right? There's 5 main things that I want to talk to you about in 2026 on how you can make money online with less effort, right? One is a digital product, a digital program that's going to give you the master resale rights, or the resale rights, so that you can keep 100% of the profit. Why do I say that? Because I want you, if you're going to put in any work into this, or any effort into trying to make money online, at least get paid 100% of the profit, right? Not like TikTok Shop, all these other fucking affiliate things that want to give you fucking $5 for a $50 product, right? No, I want you to get 100% of the profit. So you want to get a digital product, digital program. I have one. I have multiple of them. I have 10 if you need one. I have them in Spanish as well too, for those that want to speak in Spanish and always felt like you were limited and you couldn't make any more money because you didn't know English. Well, guess what? You can do this in Spanish, and you can do this from anywhere, from your home, anywhere, right? And keep 100% of the profit from these digital programs, right? And they're on demand because people want to learn how to brand their business. They want to learn how to grow, right? And then number 2 is automation. There's 5 of them, right? Digital product, automation, so that you don't have to fucking do it. You can actually have something already built for you that's going to make the income. It's going to generate the income for you, and you can actually enjoy what you're doing already, working, going out, hanging out with the family, doing the things that you need to do, right? Because you're on the go. You're always on the go, right? This ain't for people that are lazy. This is for people that move their ass all the time, and they're looking for new multiple streams of income, assets on the go with less effort, nothing extra in their fucking schedule, right? Third thing you want is to brand yourself. You want to be branding, right? Digital marketing, creating 3 pieces of content daily, coming on here posting, right? Like I said, that's going to blow you up, man. You're going to, before you know it, you're a local celebrity. People will know you everywhere because they know that you exist, right? Content creator. You're a content creator, man. That's number 3, right? And then number 4 is being coachable, right? You got to be coachable, right? We have live mentorship. Like I said, I'm part of a community of 57,000 members. I'm not the owner of that, right? And I'm not going to say her name because I have every right to say what the hell I want to say. I don't have to give her any extra credit, right? But I'm part of her community, and there's live mentorship, right? Free coaching, right? I joined this community. There's 58,000 members of it, right? To learn how to grow. And these are people that are like stay-at-home moms, parents, retired vets, busy dads, busy parents, contractors on the go, realtors, whatever. But everybody's trying to learn how to grow, creating these multiple streams of income online, reselling digital programs that give you 100% of the profit. Number 5 is consistency. You got to stay consistent, right? I was talking about that earlier. Anything you put your mind on and you want a reward out of it, you got to stay consistent with it, right? Stay committed. Stay committed to yourself because you know you want the reward. You know you want to go. Today's Friday. You can do whatever you want today. But if you stay consistent, stay committed, you're going to reach your goal. You're going to reach your goal. Show up every day. I struggle with that, but I show up every day in my heart and in my mind. I might not show up live every day on here, which I am now again, or show up with my video content every day. But you know what? I was showing up every day and I was resending my videos up to the stories. If you haven't been creating content, but you have a couple of videos on your account already, just send them to your stories. That way TikTok can actually push it out there, right, for you. And you get more followers, you get more views, people are engaging with you, and you're still alive. You want your shit to stay alive, man. Right? So without no marketing, man, nobody will discover you. There's no discovery. So those are the 5 main things you need in 2026 to make income, man, online with less effort. No time in your schedule, right? A digital program, digital product, digital program that has 100% of the profit with the master resale rights. If you want to learn more about that, go to the link in my bio here, alexdailypayboost.com. Click on that link. It's going to take you into my website. Put your email in there and you'll receive an email from me. I'm not going to sit on my laptop and send you the email. I already have an automation system. Number 2, I already have an automation system that's going to do the process for me. While you're moving on the go, my busy parents dropping off the kids right now at school, your business is working for you when you sleep. Right? It's a business and a boss, man, is what they call it. But you know what? Don't put too much effort into it like they say, and it's true. Me, I'm going to go to work here in a bit, get ready to go to work. I have an online business working for me, right? I have multiple streams of income. I have 10 streams of income. I have 5 in English, 5 in Spanish. You want it in Spanish? When you go into my website, click on that link, go in there. There's a blue button at the top. It says Espanol. Click on it and it turns my whole website into Spanish. You can read it in Spanish. It sends you everything in Spanish. Did I create that? No. I paid a tech team to do that for me, right? It's already done for you. I don't have tech skills. I'm a marketer, but behind the scenes and all that, I literally had to learn how to create a website. But this is a done-for-you website already, too, for $39 that you can have. It's a one-time cost, and it's yours. All you got to do is go to GoDaddy, get you a domain name, which is your business, whatever you want to call your business. Type in www.thisismybusiness.com. That's what you want to name it. Whatever you want to name it, right? Your business. This is the time where you have the opportunity in 2026 start creating multiple streams of income online by reselling digital programs and making your own online business, your own online space that you don't need employees. You don't need nobody to do it for you, right? You do it yourself. It's a one-on-one thing, right? You take all the credit, it's yours, right? You're building a legacy for your family because, mind you, if anything happens to me while I'm out there spraying, I fall off of a ladder, break my leg, whatever, I don't have to slow down because I have an online business that's actually generating income for me, reselling digital programs that I can actually leave to my kids as a legacy, right? 10 streams of income for the moment, Spanish and English, right? 100% profit. That's my life, man, right now. I'm actually a painter, right? I go paint houses, residential homes. I'm a business owner, right? But I also resell digital programs online, right? Which ones do I sell? A bundle pack for $1,400. A bundle pack that gives you 10 streams of income, 5 in Spanish, 5 in English, right? It teaches you how to grow. There's modules in there. You get free mentorship, live trainings. You're going to have access to a private community of 58,000 members, right? Ambitious just like me and you every day, right? All in a 2-hour workday. It's called earning activities or whatever, right? I don't give a shit about that. The 2-hour workday, it's nothing to me, right? I'm on the go. I'm a boss. There's a real world out there. right? But also I like to learn how to earn online, right? Passive income. Something that I don't need to use my fucking damn chest or my arms or anything, my air, my breathing, right? My physical body there at a job site to earn income, right? I learned how to use technology. I learned to use ChatGPT, learn to use AI. I learned to use social media platforms like this one, right? Stay consistent, stay committed, show up every day. It's that simple. So those are the 5 things you need to learn to make income online in 2026. A digital product, a digital program that's going to give you 100% of the profit, right? And you get to keep that 100% of the profit, right? Resale rights, master resale rights. Automation, meaning you don't need an employee to do the shit for you. You don't have to pay nobody. We have an automation system that is free already, that's going to be free for you, that we can connect, that you can learn how to connect to, right? I paid the tech team to do that shit for me. I didn't have to do it. I paid them to do it for me, right? A little extra $200-300. There you go. They did it for me. What they do, they connected my done for you website with my domain name, right? And connected my automation system, make sure it's running right? So that I don't have to do it, right? Because I'm a busy parent, a busy dad, a general contractor that has to go out in the world and work my ass off, right? While I'm doing that, at least I know that I have 10 streams of income online, reselling digital progress from me on automation. That's number 2, automation. Like I said, number 3, right? Number 3, branding. You got to brand yourself. If you don't brand yourself, then nobody's going to discover you. You got to know about marketing. We teach you marketing. Simple shit. Basic shit. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to sugarcoat shit. Through the whole module, there's 228 modules in this fucking bundle pack, right? A lot of it's basic, right? They have a group that you can sign up to that is called Mastermind, which is just going to teach you how to create ad campaigns, run ads, boost ads on TikTok and shit like that, right? You can learn that on your own already. You don't need to take that shit. But you need to brand yourself, right? You need to learn how to brand yourself. You need to learn how to create content. If you've been going out to the restaurants and all that and eating and showing pictures of you being at the restaurant and all that, then you're a content creator already. You're doing free marketing for that restaurant already, right? Writing reviews for them and shit like that. Same thing. 4, coachable. You got to learn how to be coachable. If you can handle somebody telling you what to do because you're going to get paid for it, imagine learning life mentorship from a multi-millionaire. Why wouldn't I want to listen to a multi-millionaire when I've been to prison and I've learned and listened to fucking negative people all my life? Why wouldn't I want to listen to a multi-millionaire, right? It's free. Last one, consistency. Like I said, stay committed, stay consistent, and show up every day. I'm Alex. Peace and love, man. Be sure to come back on here. If you want to learn more, go to the link in my bio, alexdailypayboost.com. Click on this link, man. It's going to take you to my one-page website. If you'd rather do it in Spanish because you feel like you're limited, click on the blue button on the top. It's going to say Espanol. It's going to turn everything into Spanish. And just put your email in there, and you'll receive an email from me from my automation system, because I'll be at work telling people what to do, because I'm a boss. Are you a fucking boss? You better be. You better have the CEO mindset of a boss. Follow me and be sure to show up tomorrow again. Peace and love.